Today's April 20th, 2019, and this is episode 109 of PlaneSavers. Well, good morning, everybody. It is quite a rainy day. It is not very nice outside. Let's poke our heads outside here and see. Look at that, folks. Look at what we're missing. We're inside. This is so cool. If you guys haven't seen yesterday's video, go check it out. We give a tour, such a partial tour of the facility, but we're here at the Cole National de Aerotech Aviation School, and we couldn't be happier. Oh man, imagine being out in that weather right now. But regardless, if you're just joining us, because there's a lot of new subscribers, we're trying to get a D-Day. Yes, this aircraft was in D-Day. DC-3 flying for the 75th anniversary of D-Day, which is June 6th of this year. So we have, you know, some 40-some days to go. But look at that, folks. She's looking good. The volunteers today are rocking it. Everything is going pretty smooth. But the one thing is we worked till about 9:30 last night. And I want to show you what happened yesterday that we caught after. Yesterday's episode was aired, so let's go back in time to last night.
Rien qui convient, parce que j'en ai besoin demain.
Ok.
Faire un essai.
Okay, Pierre, what do we have?
So we have sorted out some problems with the generators. So we have now established a new diagram. It's not really nice, but anyway, it gives all the wires numbers and all what we need to restore that circuit. So that's the job of these two students.
Hi.
They're good because they were mine. And so they spend the day with me to sort out all those wires. Also, Nicola has done a great job cleaning all the connectors on the firewalls, and they were very corroded. So we hope we'll have good contacts after his job.
So guys, what did you learn so far today?
Just trying to figure out the charts without the circuit without the electrical charts. It's just a big challenge, and yeah, it's interesting.
So this is kind of a real world scenario where you could be exposed to an aircraft, similar to like a museum.
Yeah, exactly.
It's crazy.
It's interesting, and yeah, it's excited.
So a different experience from like a schoolroom setting where the teacher knows the answers.
Yeah, and like Fred said in the other vlogs, basically Avionics goes so fast, and you know, to be currently in school and just come on DC-3 is so different than what we are learning now. So yeah, good challenge.
So as a teacher, Pierre, what did you learn today?
A lot of things, but yes, try to figure out where all the wires, and also work as a team with the two students. You cannot do that by your own. You need to work in team. One is at one end of the wire, the other is at the other end, and you have to ring the wires, and so that's a teamwork. And yes, it's definitively this aircraft is a challenge for what matters to Avionics, you know. It's special. It's the first time that I do that in my life. Usually I have the manuals and, you know, yeah, I have nothing.
Okay, folks, big moment. Episode 108 is already aired, but we're still here giving her at work. This is a huge moment. The first time in 27 years, this airplane is going to have power.
Quand je te le dirai, ben, tu mettras... Allez, Jérémy, t'as mis le pourvoir? T'as mis la sortie? Ouais. Ça marche? Ça clique? C'est bon? C'est correct?
On peut couper.
Oh!
Bon, il y a une lumière allumée.
I hope you guys like that flashback to yesterday. That might seem like such a small thing in retrospect, just a little teeny weeny light coming on, but if you put it into perspective, imagine like a patient in a hospital laying on a table and you know, you got the heart monitor set up and it's like beep, flatline, and all of a sudden you hear a beep. That is kind of what we were looking like with that light. That's the first signs of life that this thing actually had in 27 years, which is absolutely amazing, and such a small part, but it's a door that opens to a bigger part. So now it's a day. We got lots of volunteers here. Oh, here's Bobby. Let's go see what Bobby has to say. Bobby, what's happening?
Good afternoon.
What you working on?
Oh, I'll show you. There's fairings that cover the tailplane. Unfortunately, when we took them off, we broke a whole bunch of screws. Now the aircraft engineer Ronnie wants us to remove the broken screws, and the easiest way to do that is to actually replace the anchor nut or the riv nuts. So now we have these students from the school
Yeah. Hi.
who are doing that.
So my name is Benjamin. I'm studying right now at NE in aeronautical engineering, and basically I'm a big fan of vintage planes from World War II, and I followed the project that Benoit started, I think 2 years ago, and I was like really happy when I learned that Buffalo Airways came to repair the plane. So here I am, trying to help the team. So this thing will fly one day, I hope, and that's it.
So what's happening?
I'm trying to get in the Guinness World Records book for painting a whole aircraft by hand.
You're not gonna paint all the white too, are you?
I never know, eh?
So you guys see Stella's just touching up the trim here right now, as because the time is so short, I don't think we'll have time to do a proper paint strip or you know, a whole paint job, because we're going to be using every millisecond that we have to make sure it's mechanically good. And Stella's just taking some time while we're in the barn here to make it look a little bit presentable, even if it's just a little bit. Every little bit helps. Yeah, this has been going so good. Hopefully my time lapse is holding up still. You guys have been asking for like an all-day time lapse, so that's what I've been kind of working on right here. Okay, I just got a call that the chicken is at the front door of the school. Look, I haven't even showed you guys this part of the classrooms, I guess the hangars, all these wonderful airplanes. So as we're going to get the chicken for lunch for the guys, I want to shoot you off a very cool video that I received. There's a pilot that used to fly DTD and actually knows my father. He's 89 years old, turning 90, but check this out, very cool.
Okay, my name is Tom Charchuk, and I entered the Air Force in 1950, but I went aircrew in 1953, and I started flying at the Harvard, from there Mitchell Bomber, B-25, the Expediter, the twin-engine small trainer, and then finally the DC-4M, which was called the North Star. And after that, as the Air Force progressed with new equipment, I flew the Yukon aircraft, which is a turboprop. It was built by Canadair. And after my retirement from the Air Force in '72, I flew the Pan-Arctic Oils, the Lockheed Electra, the 4-engine turboprop. And in 1974, I entered Transport Canada. And in Transport Canada, that's when I flew this DC-3. And I would fly it on occasion because my area of responsibility at that time was the Arctic, and I would take the DC-3 up there for the different Arctic bases and the different charter companies that flew in the Arctic area. So that's where I used the DC-3 to go up into that Arctic. And I spent 12 years with the Arctic, retiring in 1986. And when I retired in 1986, I used my airline transport license and I hung it up on the wall, and it's still there on the wall. Is there anything else you'd like me to say?
Yeah, how many total hours do you have flying?
Oh, I have a total of 15,000 hours.
Oh, wow, good, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any memories of flying DDT? DTD?
Yeah, yes, I do. I know several times you'd be in the middle of the winter time, and in Yellowknife we'd have to put wing covers on it to protect it from frost and snow forming on the wings, and also doing engine covers so the engines wouldn't get too cold. And before startups, we used to use Herman Nelson's on each engine to heat it up properly so that the oil is thin enough so we could start the engine and continue our flight to the other bases of responsibilities in the high Arctic.
So you know Joe?
Oh yes, Joe, I know Joe very well.
Used to inspect his company quite a bit? His
Hello,
planes?
hello, Joe. How are you doing these days? I don't know what you'll say when you see me on this video. You may take a handful of mud and throw it straight at it.
Okay, do you want to wish the guys in Quebec good luck on restoring this plane?
I wish everybody a good luck that's working on the airplane. I know there's a lot of work involved and a lot of testing, and sometimes you have to redo the work again. But I know with the effort and the people that are interested in the airport and the ability that they have, it will be able to fly on D-Day again.
Are you a PlaneSaver fan now?
Pardon me?
A PlaneSaver fan? Are you a fan of the YouTube videos?
Oh, yes.
PlaneSaver?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you very much for being able to give my support to the rebuilding of the airplane.
Okay. Thank you, Tom.
Okay, folks, so if you like that video, the chicken is here. And while we eat, let's head off and see our buddy Karsten in Germany, who's got a message for us while everyone enjoys their chicken. So let's travel over there now.
Good morning, Mikey from Dakota in Airport Bielefeld. I'm just preparing the first flight for this year for our IO145. We are ready for flight, so let's do some paperwork. And during paperwork I would like to show you my new office chair. I think you can recognize from which aircraft it is from. Just received it last week, and yeah, great stuff from our office. But now we have to go outside and do a flight. A quick hello to Montreal. Today we did our first flight this year with ARO145, our vintage aircraft. We did a lot of maintenance in the winter, so we did a lot of plane saving. And yeah, everything worked fine. We had a lot of crosswind, but landing worked as well. And I hope to see DTD flying soon. I see the aircraft in the hangar. Big progress. Big hello to Montreal. Bye bye, Mikey.
So hope you guys liked that, man. That was amazing. Tom, geez Louise, being able to have a video from a pilot that actually flew this aircraft, and one that knows my father on one of the, well, in a more famous rivalry type of ways with transport. I'm sure my father is forgiven in time, but Tom, we're more than welcome, and we'd be happy and amazed and honored to have you if you wanted to be here for June 6th in Saint Hubert, the Montreal Saint Hubert Airport, when this thing flies. So that's I'm extending a huge please, if you would like to come watch this airplane fly, it'd be very, very cool. And the Dakota Inn in Germany. I think we have a record now for most videos submitted by a viewer, and thank you for that. Today is a little bit more of an avionics day, so let's go find Pierre and get an update on what is happening.
Still a lot of mysteries.
So how did it feel yesterday putting power to the airplane for the first time?
I was really happy because yes, it's a first step and the principal step to go further away and reinitiating all the electrical circuits.
What's the next biggest milestone?
I don't know. We will see. Now we have to restore every circuit one by one. So we'll start, for instance, with the starter circuit, with the landing light circuit, and then with all the engine instrument wires. There are a lot of wires, pressure, temperature, and so on. So that's still a lot of work.
What's your thoughts on the students and the colleagues coming in here to help?
That's a good opportunity for them because we learn them to work on standard aircraft and with the manuals, with the right tools, and everything is going well. And here everything is not going well, so you have to improvise, you have to adapt yourself, and yes, that's good for them to see another, to have another picture on aviation maintenance.
So save the day, Nick. What's happening?
We're trying to debug the generators there.
Inverters. Actually.
Inverters. Sorry. He's the guys that know how
So
to call those
we got a
things.
new volunteer. What's your name and where are you from?
My name is Mathieu. I'm from the École Nationale d'Aérotechnique here in Saint-Hubert. So I study avionics since 2018. It's been 2 years approximately, and I'm looking for work here, and there's plenty.
What brought you to the project?
Well, actually, it's Pierre, which is I don't know where, that asked me, and I said yes, of course.
How's Pierre as a teacher?
He's great, actually. As all of the avionics teachers, they're great.
Oh yeah.
You should try.
Yeah, we try. Nick, should we go back to school?
I think we should.
Jeez, I graduated in 01. When did you graduate?
In 01 too, but that's another story.
There you go. Benoit's getting a little bathroom light window in, which is kind of neat. I'll leave him alone. So one thing I kind of missed out is to tell you guys that this school actually has full-on English courses too. So it's not just French, English too. So let's go find Jason. You know, this morning's episode was a little bit of flashback. Jason, we stuck around to what, 9:30 last night?
Yeah, it stuck around pretty late. We're having fun anyways, got the music going, and sometimes, you know, as a group, it's real fun, but the efficiency can go down, and that's kind of known sometimes. So sometimes when you work alone, you know, you're focused on the goal, and you're able to, you know, go from A to B a little more efficiently and quicker that way, because you're not, you know, being a little lazier because there's more of you, and, you know, having jokes the whole time.
So what are you doing right now?
So we're completing the window job that we started yesterday. Some of them are already back in. There's about 4 of us working on the job right now, and we're just cleaning up these gaskets because apparently these parts are hard to come by. So we gotta be gentle to these 40-year-old gaskets, and they're in better shape than I expected them to be. So we're taking off some old silicone so we can refurbish these and use them again.
So tell me about the English courses here at the school.
Well, if you join the English course at the school, you're joining the best course, obviously. I can't say that. Every course here is amazing. I have done part in the other program, in the French course, so I've been around a little long time, and the English program, what's great about it is that usually when people apply, it's not a big group. Therefore, you're studying with the same people. That way, the learning experience is that much better. And you know, even the teachers who have the English group once, they want it again. It's just the dynamic. It's just how it goes. It's so fun.
So yeah, most people don't know they actually do offer English classes here with English groups. So yeah, it's everybody.
You know I am hiding on this side.
Film the plane, not me.
So Ronnie, how was today?
Good. They're really good. Lots of people here, so doing all that little shit. So that's good.
Are we on track?
Oh yeah.
Happy to be in the hangar?
Yeah, because it's been raining for the last 2 days, blowing and raining. So
cool.
No, it's good.
So folks, that's where we're going to end it. You know, everyone's been super busy. And, you know, hats off to Ronnie to being able to wrangle all the volunteers and make sure they're doing good stuff. It's like herding cats. And yeah, big thanks for Stella for doing the back end organization. So anybody that wants to work on the aircraft, you know, goes through Stella's system at planesavers@gmail.com. And yeah, thank you to everybody. Thank you to the school. This is absolutely amazing. Feeling more like home every single day. They're probably, geez, I might just get a classroom and move in. You never know. But yeah, so we'll see you bright and early tomorrow. We do have a special event planned for our volunteers tomorrow at noon. So stick around for that in the next episode. So see you guys. Be safe, and wherever in the world you are, I hope you're warm. Bye.